What's up? Good morning. I'm over here in just outside of Washington D.C. and on the way here near Silver Spring, Maryland. Hearing the news, just listening to the news on the drive here. They're talking about vaccine passports. That's in discussion. Mandatory vaccine passports. Uh, that's this is where we're at, the moment in time, and where we're at, where vaccine passports to go to restaurants and I guess to get in certain venues. Um, Man, this thing is just taking different uh, turns and different policies, different strategies, different policies, and all kinds of stuff. Um, it's understandable in some senses, but it just goes to show you how your freedoms and stuff that you before this pandemic, your freedoms and everything that you thought that you always were, as an American, that you're always going to have, it easily can be restricted at a moment's notice. Um, Things can get political and get to a point where you're not able to move about as freely as you were prior to the pandemic, and now you have, you know, mandates and vaccine mandates, and that is affecting the workplace. It's it's getting bizarre, but like I said, I understand it, but I don't have to like it, and I'm just going to use my platform or what I have available as an outlet to reach people, and just kind of some people might feel the same way I do, some might disagree, and that's fine. But my only concern is just being constricted. What's next? And this passport is going to expand to where you're not allowed to go to states across state lines because of the fact that you need a traveling vaccine passport. I mean, where does it stop? It's already on a slippery slope, but where is it just based state to state, and or is it going to be a federal vaccine passport? Uh, I'm sure all this will be worked out. In Montgomery County and Silver Spring, well, Montgomery County, Maryland, they're at least that's on the table on the Montgomery County council members' table. But where does it stop? And where, as this, I get it. They're trying to get the numbers of vaccines up as far as Americans. They just approved one, I believe, Pfizer just approved, where 5 year olds can get either the booster shot or the shot. I believe there's a Pfizer pill form, a pill that's being developed, and so this is where we are. This virus is very highly transmittable, and I just read recently, I think over the weekend, where this Delta is like a super Delta uh, Omicron mixture of a new variant. So this virus is seeking different hosts, and as long as we have people out there that's not vaccinated, that's always going to be an option for this virus, because it's all about staying, you know, being able to survive. That's what a virus is. It's different hosts that they can latch onto, and once it's transmitted. So I get why these conversations are in talks and being discussed. I just It's like I said, you think harken back before this pandemic, moving around and being able to travel freely and catch flights. And, I mean, there's always, flu and this, that, and the other we dealt with. But now, uh, you know, we're at a moment where we really have to reevaluate. And I can understand why Americans will be upset. Um, you know, they just can have some comparison. Like I said, when I was listening to the news about, if this vaccine passport gets approved, should the voting ID, federal voting ID passport, so should be approved. Should that go hand in hand with the approval of the vaccine passport? So now it's like I said, it's political, and everybody's trying to, you know, get their agenda across. And this is what this country is about, especially in Washington D.C. It's all about politics, and everybody moves accordingly to what the lawmakers and what they have on the table and what they're discussing. As it makes me think about my vote coming up on the midterms, and it's definitely going to impact my thought process when I go vote. That's for sure. Definitely, I feel some kind of way about it. The only way that I can express that is at the polls. So, like many of you, I'm trying to get as much information as I can to make decisions, and I don't always agree with everything that's out there, but if it happens to go a mandate happens to you know take place, then I'm just gonna have to adjust like everyone else. But I'm not gonna be happy about it. But what can I do? The only thing I can do is go and vote and express my feelings to friends and colleagues who might be on one accord, the same thinking as I am, and like I say, you just gotta go to the polls, man. So I'm not gonna let it stress me. I'm gonna do what I have to do to stay safe and spread the message to my family what they have to do to stay safe, and hope everyone follows the protocol. But like I said, I'm not particularly happy uh, with this mandates and all that. I'm just not. I'm not. I like to move about. I like being able to, if I want to go to New York City, if I want to go down to Miami Beach, I can move around without worrying about a passport to travel and this, that, and the other. You know, now you have a license, this, that, and the other. There's one more thing you have to kind of worry about. But as they say, it is what it is, and just gonna have to comply one way or the other. So take care, enjoy your morning, and we'll see you soon. Vanguardian News. Take care.